In this video, I'm going to teach you how to handle criticism like a boss. Quick warning though, I will be using profanity in this video. I will be using it for good, not evil, but I will be using profanity. So put your headphones on or maybe go to a quiet space.
For the bright side of branding, business, and being your own boss.
Criticism comes with the territory of any job in the world. But as an entrepreneur, you know that there's a heightened level of constructive and not so constructive criticism that comes at every part of the journey. I want to share a really great quote with you that keeps this in perspective for me, and it goes something like this. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing. And that's the truth. If you don't want to be criticized, then truly you can't really do much because everybody has an opinion. There's also a quote about that. Opinions are like, everybody has one. So in order to handle criticism, because I've received my fair share over the years, I've come up with a method that I've actually never shared before, and I'm actually a little bit nervous to share it with you today. Plus, before we dive into this, I have created a downloadable piece of art that you can put as your screensaver on your computer or beside your desk or somewhere in your home to remind you of how to handle criticism in a healthy way. That download link is below this video. So what is my method for dealing with criticism? It's called the F it method. It's an acronym. So let's dive into this. F stands for find your center. Because I am the first to admit that when I am criticized in any way, shape, or form, it's easy to react emotionally or reactively, where you just want to hop onto Instagram or you want to hop onto your computer and you just want to fire back at the person who's critiquing you. I completely understand that it's a normal human reaction, but also it's really important not to act off of emotion because that's going to get you into trouble. And also it doesn't feel good when you do anything reactively because it's not really who you are. So what I like to do is take a beat, take a breath, even go for a walk, leave it for a little while and just let it sink in and also find myself in amongst that negativity or criticism of any kind. So when you find your center, you really zone in on who you are, what you stand for, and also build up your confidence to know that yes, this criticism is coming in, but it doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing and you're terrible at your job and all of the things that start going through your head when you get any kind of critique. It just means that maybe there is a new way to look at things and maybe there is value to this opinion. Maybe there isn't. We're going to get into that in a second. But really finding you in the midst of it so that you're not reacting from a space of emotion or reactive negativity. And that leads us right into U, which stands for useful or harmful. So really looking at whatever the criticism is, taking your emotions out of it because you've found your center and you're grounded in yourself, and looking at it and thinking to yourself, is this something I could potentially use to my advantage? Because a lot of the times, your haters are your best allies. There's a great book out there by my friend Jay Baer called Hug Your Haters. I have a whole video on that. And talking about the fact that the people who critique you the most or who are deemed your haters actually have a lot of really great, valuable insights into how you can improve your business. So taking a look at the criticism and trying to find a nugget that's useful to you. So really using that criticism to your advantage, and that makes it feel really good because then you can leverage it to grow. However, not all criticism is useful. So using a critical eye when you are grounded is important because if it is a harmful critique and it's something that's attacking you as a person, it's attacking your character, and it has nothing to do with your job or your expertise, and it's just straight up mean or abusive, you don't need it. The next step here is C, which is consider the source. If you can take a second and step back and look at where this criticism is coming from, it's also going to help you determine whether it's something that you really need to put any weight on at all. So what I like to do is look at if this person is in the same space as me, if they're an expert in the field, if they know anything about my industry or what I do, or if their critique is coming from a place of authority or influence or expertise. And if it's not, if they're not somebody who knows anything about what I do, then they're really just being a critic. And it's really easy to be a critic. And that's when you can kind of go, you know what? They're just critiquing to critique. They don't know me, they don't know the space. I don't really need to put a ton of weight on this. You may still find something useful from the feedback, but you don't need to put a lot of weight on it, and it's easier to just let it roll off of you. And the K stands for kill them with kindness. I'm a big believer in once you have taken a step back, if you are gonna respond, and if it's warranting a response, be kind, be polite, be level-headed, because what you do sets a precedent and an example for everyone else who's in your community or may join your community. So if you're spewing hatred or negativity back, that's gonna say, hey, it's okay to talk like this on my pages, on my social profiles, and to have commentary that really isn't useful and it's just hate. So kill them with kindness and say something that's going to maybe make them think about why they would even comment in the first place with something so negative. Or if it is something that's useful, say thank you so much for your feedback. That's pretty much my go-to answer whenever I get a critique, because it gives me the opportunity to say thank you, I appreciate you even took the time to say anything. I'm gonna take the feedback and then I'll decide what I wanna do with it, whether it's useful or harmful. If it's harmful, just don't respond. Now moving on to the I, which stands for intuition. And this kind of goes back to finding your center. It's really tuning into yourself. And once you've gotten through the aspects of responding and dealing with whether it's harmful or useful, just tuning in with yourself and how this is making you feel and actually what it's bringing up for you. Because the more in tune you are, the better you are at figuring out why you're reacting the way that you're reacting. Maybe it's digging at an insecurity that you have that this person knows nothing about. So just as much as you don't know what they're going through and why they decided to say that, they don't know what you're going through. And sometimes people say things without any meanness or harshness behind it, but it happens to trigger something with you that's deep-rooted or comes from a past trauma or comes from a past experience. So really tuning into yourself and being intuitive enough to know why this is bringing this up for you and relating it back to a past experience instead of thinking that this person is evil for saying this. It probably has more to do with you than it does with them and how you react to it. So really getting in tune with where you're at and using your intuition to guide you in why you're reacting the way you're reacting, and then using that to really understand how to react moving forward and where those feelings are coming from. And again, not putting it all on that person as someone as a bad person or that they're trying to be mean to you. And finally, this brings us to the T. And the T is terminate the feeling. So as Taylor Swift says, just shake it off. So when it comes to the T, it's just really letting go of that yuckiness, or if you feel attacked at all, or if it triggered insecurity for you, let it go. And there's a lot of ways to let those feelings go. For me, I like to go for a good sweat. I like to put on a song I love. Whatever it takes for me to kind of shake it off is what I'm gonna do. So you've gone through the process, now it's time to just terminate the feeling, because it's way more detrimental to you than it is to the person who commented if you're holding on to it and letting that fuel the way you're reacting or creating moving forward. Because everything that you touch is going to have a twinge of that reactiveness and the emotion that comes with it in it. So let it go so that you can go back to your center and create from a place of your heart and love and positivity, so that negativity doesn't fuel anything else moving forward. So just shake it off, terminate the feeling. So this is how I deal with criticism. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for you. And I have something really special that I've created for you. And it's a wall hang, a little piece of art that you can put beside your desk or put as your screensaver on your computer. And it has each one of those steps on it so that if you do feel attacked or critiqued in a negative way, you can go back to the method to really deal with it in a positive, useful, helpful way. So you can download that below this video. If you liked this video and it meant something to you, please hit the like button below, share it with your friends, your tribe, or someone who needs to hear this today, and be sure to subscribe. I will see you in the next video.
Have you been thinking about using YouTube to grow your business, but you're not sure where to start and you're scared of wasting time on the wrong steps?
Let me be your guide and I'll show you the right steps to ranking on page 1 for more views, subscribers, and leads for your business. Learn more at bossyoutubestrategy.com. People are gonna be like, what? Oh, okay.